Hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am very excited about what I'm going to be sharing with you today. Thank you so much first of all for being a subscriber here. Remember, if you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe now on the bottom below where there's that bell. Just click it and you'll get notification as well of when I go live and when I have a new video. But you have to click the subscribe button to the bottom to actually subscribe to the channel, and so be aware of when I'm going live or when I drop a new video. So if you are new here, welcome. My name is Zani and I am a Christian mindset coach, and my job is to help you. I want to encourage so many women, right, just to live their best lives, but on top of that, to do the work that God has called them to do, to impact the lives of other people, and to just do the dreams and pursue the dreams and the goals that God has placed in their hearts, in your heart, okay? Because every single one of us have a dream, a God-given desire, and many of us are like trying to hide it, trying to push it down. We don't know where to start. I am here to help you, to encourage you, to support you. Many times we can take that, package it, and put it into a business where we can make money, we can have time freedom, and we can spend that quality time with our families. We can have the life that we always dream about. We don't have to be going to a 9 to 5 that's just sucking the life out of us and not living in our purpose and basically not using the skills that God has already given to us already naturally, uniquely to us. That is not the life that we want to live. John 10:10, Jesus came so that we could have a life and that we could have it more abundantly. And this channel is going to help you to live that abundant life so that you can do it, yes, in your life, but also impact other people's lives, right? With your story, with your transformation, with your message, okay, with your mission, everything that God has placed within you, you can package that up and you can serve other people in many different ways. So what today I want to share with you is how to start an online business as a Christian mama, right? You're a Christian mama, you love God, and you got your kids and everything else. I've got one little one. If you don't know, she's a three-nager. I like to call her a three-nager because she's like 3 years old and she's got so much sass and energy and she knows everything. So I know how it is when you being a mom, especially if you have to do it alone. Like I'm married and everything, but my husband, he travels quite a lot for his work. So many times Zaina, my daughter, and I are quite alone. And even if he's like coming back at night, he works long hours. And my husband is like a really impactful person. He has to go, he has to do this, he helps those, and he's always on the go. So many times I kind of feel like sometimes it's just me and Zaina, but I love it because that's what I desire, and I love that I'm able to serve other people through this channel, through my social media, through my programs, and I don't have to do it all day every day. I don't have to go to some soul-sucking job for some other person where I just don't feel valued and I don't feel like I'm doing what God has called me to do. I get to do what I feel like God has placed within my heart, and that's the beauty about this time that we're living in, the 21st century. We have internet, we have phones, everything is so much easier for us. And ladies, I want to encourage you, if I can do it, you can do it. Anybody can do it. And so I did a 3-part training where I showed you like from where I started, how I started my online business. I might actually upload them here to this channel, to be honest. But the 3-part training is in my Facebook community, and my Facebook community is called the Power to Impact Community. And that means we have the power within us, right? Ephesians 3:20 says that unto him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly more than we could ever ask for or imagine, according to the power that is at work within us, within you, within me. The power is already within us, and so we have the power. We just need to step into it, we need to access it, and then we're able to impact the lives of our families, impact our own lives too, right? But also impact the lives of other people that we interact with on a daily basis and transform people's lives. So if you would love to get started with that, come and get that 3-part training. It's really in depth. I speak about my power framework, and I speak about my own experiences, and I speak about like how to just get started. And I'm gonna give you a little bit of that now, right? That 3-part training is in my Facebook community. The link would be below, so you could come and you could join us. And it's a community of women just like you who are ready to start their online businesses. Many of them have already started, and you want to be encouraged, you want to be supported in that journey, because this is not a journey to go at it alone. This is a journey for community. This is a journey for support is so important, right? Accountability, encouragement, it is so important. I cannot stress that enough. So let's get started, right? I have 5 tips for you to how to start your online business as a Christian mama. So from the beginning, you are a Christian mom, you've got your babies, maybe you're a 9 to 5 now, maybe you're on maternity leave. I'm speaking to so many women who are on maternity and they don't want to go back to work. I know how that is. I did not go back to work. That was my plan. When I had my daughter, when we moved here, we were planning to get pregnant. I already said, I'm not going to be working for somebody. I'm going to start my business and I'm not going back to work for somebody else. That was always my desire. And I know that God has placed that within me. And if that's placed within you, it's absolutely possible. It doesn't have to take forever. If you have the support, if you have the right systems, which I'm going to share with you, it can happen right away. You have to just take the step, be obedient, and go with it. So let's go. Number one, you need to prioritize your relationship with God. Simple. You are a Christian mama. Now, the thing is with Christianity is that we get into this religious thing like, oh, I have to pray 5 times a day. I know I went to Catholic school, so I know all of the drama with the Catholics, right? No shade with them, but they're just religious people, right? But what I'm speaking about here is a relationship with God, a relationship where you are hearing from him, where you're speaking to him, where you're connected with him, where you are on like intimate terms with Jesus. Like when he's speaking to you, you're like, yes, let me tell you how God speaks to me. It's just so powerful and I love it. Every time I'm just like, oh my God, I love you so much, right? Like today, I'm telling you, today, I kind of have a bit of a challenge with, I'm living in Britain and I find that the British people, they kind of have a way about them. And I know it's their personality. And if you're British, seriously, no offense or anything, but I really can't explain it. But there are certain kind of people, some of them, not everybody is like this, where they like will say, like be kind and friendly with you one day and the next day, like they completely blank you, right? And at first I used to be like, did I do something wrong? Like, what's happening? But now I've learned that, you know what? It's seriously not about me. Sometimes people just have things going on in their lives, right? But it's always kind of hard for me to remember that. So today I went to drop my daughter to school and I kind of had that vibe from some of the teachers and from the parents. And I was just like, why this is strange, right? And I kind of had that feeling within me. And I'm like, God is just saying, like, let it go. It's fine. But you know, like when something is a bit nagging at you. And as I came in, I was like, God, just help me to release this. It has nothing to do with me. People are going through their own situations and I just really want to just know that, like, you know, I just get to move on with my life. I get to be friendly and I get to say hi and know that their attitude has nothing to do with me. It has to do with them. And so I just want to show compassion. I just want to show love no matter what, right? And I said that. And literally, I just said, you know what? I felt like just being encouraged. I normally listen to Joel Osteen podcast while I'm doing stuff around the house. And I finished my workouts and everything else. And I went to the Joel Osteen podcast. And would you believe the sermon that came up? It was speaking about the topic was helping people or seeing people through the eyes of love. I was like, oh my goodness, exactly what I was going through, what I was praying about. I got the encouragement and the support that day. I listened to Joy Austin every single day. Why didn't that particular one come up yesterday, the day before, right? Just when I was in my feelings, the exact podcast came up for me today. And I was like, Jesus, thank you. And I listened to it and exactly it was saying these things like, people, it doesn't matter, don't judge them. Yes, people have their way, they're funny about certain things. My job is to love them. My job is to humble myself, be kind, smile, be friendly. If I could offer a word of encouragement, I would. You have a wonderful day. I hope you're doing well. Is there something that, you know, just encourage. And so I took my phone and I went on TikTok and I was like, if this is you right now and you're feeling down, like this is a British thing, I don't know, maybe the weather, I don't know what's happening here, but I want to encourage you. God loves you. And whatever you're going through today, it is going to be okay. Trust that. And I did that. And one lady already said, thank you so much. Like, that's the thing, right? God speaks to us, but we have to be in a relationship with him. We have to be able to go to him with everything that we're feeling. When we're feeling down, we're feeling upset, we have to be able to bring it to him without any bad feelings, without any fear, without any guilt, without any shame, because we are humans and Jesus wants to have the same relationship that we have with our parents, with our friends, with our family. He wants us to come to us with everything authentically, like, God, this is what I'm feeling. I went this one and I was like, God, this is how I'm feeling. I want to let it go. I don't want it to ruin my day. I just want to just be able to serve other people. And then God spoke to me. So You really, as a Christian mom, the first thing you have to do, my ladies, is prioritize your relationship with God. I cannot tell you how much while I was building this business and continue to build this business, how much God has shown me how his relationship, being with him, connecting with him, seeking his peace is so important to my sanity, how important it is to my development, to my becoming the woman that he wants me to be so that I can serve the people that he's calling me to serve. It is so important. It is so important that I actually have an e-course that I sell that helps you to build a deeper relationship with God, to connect with God, to build something deeper with intimacy, where you get to hear from him, where you get to be led by him, where you get to be guided by his word, right? That is number one. That should be your number one thing. You should spend time with God every single day. You should, carve out some time where you can spend time in his word, praying to him, worshiping him. That is crucial to your relationship. And if you don't have that, I want to really encourage you. If you need some support, reach out to me. If you want to have a self-study course, I have that. I can send you the link. I can put it down there for you. Prioritize it. And in the course, I actually help you to build a consistent routine every single day in the morning when you get to spend some time with God. Do not skip this. Do not skip it. It's not about religion. It's about relationship. And so God is going to show you through that relationship where he wants you to go, the things that he wants you to do, the people he wants you to impact. And it's not always going to be easy, because many times the people that we are right now is not the people that can get the things that we want. But we have to become that person. And we get to become that by renewing our minds, by reframing our thoughts, by reframing our feelings, by changing the way that we feel about certain things, by healing, by releasing. So many other things that I speak about in my power framework. Of course, guys, if you want to hear more about this, you need to come into my Facebook community. The link will be below. So that is number one. Prioritize that, okay? So you can hear from him, and he's going to show you the business that he wants you to start. He's going to give you the direction. He's going to give you the prompts. Everything will come to you. It may take time. You have to trust. You have to trust. And that's the thing. When you build a relationship with God, you learn to trust him. You learn to have faith in him. You learn not to doubt. You do not waver. The W in my power framework is without wavering. Do not waver. But you don't do that until you build a relationship with Christ. Okay? That's number one. Number two, you need to take take stock of your skills, your experiences, your talents, whatever it is that you have within you already. You need to take stock of it. So you may be thinking, I feel like God is calling me to start an online business. What could I start? What can I do? Take stock of it. Like, what is it that you have? What skills do you have? What experiences do you have? What talents do you have that you feel passionate about? What's something that you are passionate about, that you love to speak about? Like, I love to encourage people. I love to tell people, like, you can do this. I love to motivate people. I love to help them to dig deep within themselves. I love to help them to keep going, to be consistent. Consistency is my number one. Everybody tells me that all the time. That you're so consistent. Why? How are you so consistent? Because I have changed my mindset. I've created habits where I now do things on automation, because that is what I know I need to do, and therefore I will show up because it's part of me to be consistent. So you have to learn to see for yourself, what is it that I am really, really good at? What is something that I am passionate about? What's something that I could speak about for days on end, that I just have endless tips, advice to give to people? Take stock of that, right? Maybe you can't come up with something. So go ahead and ask people around you, what is it that I am good at? What is it that you would come to me for help for? What is it that you think that I can support you with, right? Speaking to other people, like your friends, your family. Find out, make a list, write them down, right? That is going to help you. Next thing is doing some market research. What does this mean? You need to find out now, okay, so I have this skill, I have this talent. Who would need it? Who would want that? Like, how can I help somebody with that? So market research is just basically speaking to people. Similar to what I just said to you about asking the people around you, but now you're going to ask the people who you think can be beneficial to your particular skill, your experience, your talent. So let's say, for example, I know I love to help women with their walk with God. I love to help people to have a deeper relationship with Jesus. So therefore, I'm going to speak to other Christian women, and I'll be like, what is your issue when it comes to speaking to God, when it comes to having a relationship with Jesus, right? If I created a course where there's something that will help you, right? That's market research. You're going to find out from the ideal people right? The people who you can help and the people that you want to help or the people that you desire to help, you're going to find out from them what is it that they need help with. What is it that you could come up with them to support them with? And that is important because then you can start to create something very simple, just like a video like I'm doing right here. You could do a PDF like document, you could do a write-up, you could do a skill, you could do a whatever comes to your mind. You could do it up for them and say, here you go, try this out. Is this something that will help you? And this is smart as well. While you're doing that, collect their email addresses because you want to have an online business. So if you've created something that you think that can support them, so for example, you're speaking to a Christian mom right now who feel overwhelmed with her kids, right? So you're going to be like, okay, I know you're overwhelmed with your kids. What's something that I could put together for you that can help you? And she'll be like, well, if you could give me like a menu for my dinner, or you could help me with like some healthy recipes for my kids or some activities for my kids, that would be really helpful. So you do a video, 5 things to do for your kids, 5 healthy breakfast recipes, whatever it may be, right? And then you go back and you say, I have created this 5-minute blah, 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 blah for you, this 5-step PDF for you. Would you like to have it? That's going to help you with overwhelm with your kids. You're going to feel so much more inspired, blah, 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 blah. Would you like it? Yeah. They're like, yeah, I want it. Okay, good. Here it is. Send me your email address and I will send it over to you. Give me your email address. It's a PDF. I will send it over to you. Start collecting those email addresses. Put it in a document. Put it in an Excel sheet and start collecting. That's your audience that you're building already. So easy, guys. So easy. But you have to know what you're doing, right? So that's number 3 right there. Talk about market research. Number 4 I have here. You have to learn to also now package your skills, your experience, your expertise into an offer that the people that you want to serve can benefit from and that they will want to buy. Now, this is the business part of things that a lot of us get tripped up on, including myself, right? Because we're not business people. Let's be truthful. We don't know much about marketing unless you have a marketing degree or you have a job where you were doing marketing. We don't know much about marketing and selling, right? When you're doing something for yourself compared to if you're doing it for somebody else, it's completely different. When you're selling yourself, you're selling your knowledge, we could get so tripped up into what we need to do. That's why we need to have strategies in place. So therefore, you need to learn now to package up your skill. And what I mean by package is that you're going to put it in a way that's going to really, ideal clients are going to be like, oh my goodness, I need that. I need to take out my wallet right now and buy this because this is going to help me. But you have to package it in such a way that they know it's for them, it can solve their problem, and they're going to get the desired results that they want. That is important, guys, and this doesn't come naturally to a lot of people. This is where we need to put in the work most of the times in our businesses. It is crucial, right? So this is where I go to step 5, where there's just the most important part. You need to get some support and you need to get some accountability. It is crucial. I cannot stress this enough. Many times when I've sold out programs, when I've sold packages, when I've sold things, is when I've gotten support from a coach or I've been in a program where I've been able to get accountability. And when I feel down, I know to keep my head in the game. Yes, God is going to give it to us. God is going to give us the peace. He's going to give us everything what we desire. But a lot of times, guys, we need the support of people who have been there, who have done that, and they know what they're doing. Or else we're going to be spinning our tails, going round and round and round, and never getting the results that we desire. You have been called for such a time as this, right? It doesn't have to take 5 years, 6 years, 10 years like me, right? I feel like if I've done such a long path it took for me, just because one, I didn't have the money to invest in myself when it comes to a coach at the time. I wasn't working full time, right? My husband was the only breadwinner in the house for a long time. And I was just making money here and there for my business. And I was like, oh my gosh. But I found little pockets of places where I was able to hire a life coach, where God was able to bless me. And, because I wanted that support. And I kept asking God to find a way so that I can get it. So you are going to have to find a way. Ask God. Show you how you can be able to afford that support. And if you know that you have that money and you're scared, I want to let you know support is going to help you to go faster, go quicker, make less mistakes. It's going to help you to just have a strategy that you could put in place. And most of all, they're going to help you with accountability. Accountability means that when you feel down, you're going to be like, this is how I feel. Yes, you could speak to Jesus and everything else, but a lot of times, remember, God doesn't make the chair. God doesn't make the house. What he does, he gives man wisdom to go cut a tree. He gave you trees, right? cut the tree. He's going to give man wisdom to be able to turn that tree into a chair. He's going to help you, right? Cement is like a natural resource. I don't really know, but like he gave you the natural resource, right? And he showed give man wisdom to build a house. It's the same thing with your business. If you're building a business, he's not going to land clients in front of you. He's not going to land everything in front of you. He's going to give you wisdom. He's going to give you guidance, and he's going to tell you who you need to go to, the support that you need, what you need to get right now to get accountable, to get going, to build your consistency, and all the other things. You just need to be obedient. And that brings me to the end. This was a very long video, 20 minutes. Don't kill me, right? I do love my videos to be short and sweet, but this one was really important. So if this is you right now and you're a Christian mama and you want to start an online business, I am here to support you. I'm a mindset coach, and the most important thing I really believe is that you need to get this right. You need to get your mind renewed. You need to see things differently. You need to be able to be in that space where you know that you are taking the steps that God has called you to do, but you have a simple strategy in place, and you also have that relationship with God that you can go to. You're going to make God your CEO. You're going to ask him for guidance. You're going to ask him for direction, and you're going to be obedient. And on top of that, you're going to be consistent. You're going to be patient, and you're going to give yourself grace. All of those things are important. And I do that using my power framework, right? And I think I'm going to put a video here with my power framework where I explain it, in depth. And that is what you're going to need to go with this dream, this goal, this desire that God has placed within you. Of course, you can do it the world way, but who wants the world way when we got God's way, right? Which is going to be so much more impactful. It's going to be so much more powerful, because with God, nothing is impossible. All right, guys, let me know if this video has helped you. I think I shared so much here. I feel so drained. I feel like I've just told you everything. Let me know if this video has been helpful to you, and if you love more of this, let me know some topics that you would want me to share here on this channel. And of course, share this, subscribe, share this video to all of your friends, even if they're not ready to start an online business as yet, but something that they have within them, they've talked about, share it with them. And of course, subscribe and like this video so that it can go out to more people, and more people can see it here on YouTube. Okay, guys, that would be amazing. That would be so helpful to me. My dream right now is to build up this YouTube channel, to reach more women, to encourage us, to support us, and I will really love your support in doing that, by you sharing, by you subscribing, by you liking. Those things will be absolutely beneficial to me, and I'm so grateful to you for being here and for just being on this journey with me. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Lots of love, and I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.